Hello everyone, Muse Medicina here, getting started on a Thursday Thunder reading. We haven't had a Thursday Thunder reading in a while, but we are back at it. Thursday, Jueves, or Jupiter's Day. Jupiter is all about your luck. One of my teachers has called Jupiter the St. Nicholas planet, the happy Santa planet. So it's all about how we receive our abundance, how we receive our blessings. So this reading is all about receiving our blessings. I am going to use my Santa Muerte deck and this new mood tarot that has a bunch of snarky sayings on it. I really appreciate this deck. Let's see, housekeeping. I invite you to follow Moons of Aphrodite, who is a lovely astrologer, Greek woman. I invite you to follow Urania Universe, who is also a lovely astrologer, woman of color. Support these beautiful humans in giving us the aspects of the stars and the sun. All of our ancestors, no matter where they came from, had really strong connections to the stars. For those of you who don't know, the pyramids at Giza in Egypt are in the same orientation as the pyramids and citadel in Teotihuacan. The only difference is 15 degrees according to how the stars run. So all of our ancestors everywhere were deeply connected to the stars. There are certain times of year where different pyramids do crazy things, calling it monumental architecture, ritual architecture, to show how the planetary aspects impact the earth. Babies, many babies are born during full moons and new moons because the waters of the uterus are also influenced by the moon, etc., as are the waters on the earth. Okay, so we're so connected. So I really invite you all, if you haven't gotten a chart reading, please do so, and just stay connected, because we all are we're all affected by the stars every day. That said, the housekeeping part is that Venus, and I'm not an astrologer, but we were in this really deep Pisces time, where Pisces, happy late birthday, Ninoshka. Oh, Nate Spear is on. I believe he's an astrologer too. Hey there. Where Pisces is like this water sign that's like thrashing beneath stuff, right? So Venus was in Pisces in Mercury retrograde, I believe. And what that did is like I know for me, I've been like on all this childhood trauma stuff, and it's been really intense. But Venus, or the retrograde, just moved into Aquarius, and then there's Taurus now. So basically, like, your home, family, relationship place is moving from a couple days ago into this like deep underlying cry, boo hoo hoo, all my shit is hitting the fan, ancestrally and otherwise, to like, oh, I can actually like wrap my space, my safe place around this. So hopefully y'all are feeling that little bit of relief. I know I am. Once again, support your local astrologers, support your local healers. Another thing of housekeeping is with this, especially with our mother, with our womb, with the wound of the patriarchy, and the wound of the wounded healer, and this mother wound that's going on, that's been coming up for us. For those of us born with wombs, I highly encourage you to go back to the ancestral ways, to the indigenous ways, to touching yourself, to looking into shifting your womb in a way that is benevolent, as opposed to seeing it as something that is causing you harm, or the enemy, as I've heard many folks born with wombs talk about. I invite you to uncover the wounds of the womb and start to heal through those. It is very necessary. I love you too, cousin. Hi, cousin Anthony. Mwah. Hi, prima Shonen. I love you too. Yay. So my comadre and maestra Indige Mama, check her out. She just did a video I posted on my stories about endometriosis and hormone balance. And so much of our balance has to do with the food that we eat. So I'm doing an upcoming food class. I drop the materials this Sunday. Our first Zoom call together is on Thursday. And that's going to go through the history of the standard American diet. We're going to do the energetics of food. We're going to do 5-element theory and organ health. And we're going to do oils and spices and simple cooking, so that for those of you where food, especially eating healthy, seems like something really far away, we're going to make it really tangible. Okay, I have scholarships for those. Go to musemedicina.com, and payment plans. I really want this information to be accessible as fuck. Okay, because we deserve to heal ourselves, and we deserve to understand what our healing is. That is a crying baby that just woke up. So I will come back and do the reading in a little while, because I'm a mama first. Okay, love, love, love. Ciao. All right, it was just one little cry, so let's hope that he stays a little longer. He like must have, I don't know. He's still asleep. Okay. Oh, Mateo, Great Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this higher purpose. Thank you for our ability to show up in ways that Spirit calls. Great Spirit, I ask for all of our divine cosmic advisors, our divine cosmic spirit guides, our honorable ancestors to be here with us now. I ask that any low vibrational energies leave this space now, this time, space, and dimension. Ask for Saint Michael the Archangel with your sword of truth to come and clear the path for our clarity. Take our egos on an education that we may learn and call in what most divinely speaks to our highest intention, our highest truth, our highest purpose here on earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, so anything that comes. I believe we got this card the last time. Okay. All right, so these are actually some dark cards. So I think this is all about coming out of the place that we were just in. So we've got the Four of Cups. The Four is about foundations, setting foundations. Fours to me tend to be very stuck, feel very stuck, but also feel very pivotal. So this guy's chilling, all upset, and you can see his like top is open and his stuff is spilling out. So like he's just giving a lot, has been giving a lot. And I feel like this isn't so much giving a lot to other people, even though that's true, but like giving a lot to your old stories, your old mind what do you call it? Like mind stuckness, your whatever you've been telling yourself that is not serving you. Okay, so that's where we just were, I believe, in this Pisces place. And so look at his, this kind of feels like me right now. His guitar is all back there in the shadows. Like he's not doing what he needs to do to give himself the gift of himself. Does that make sense? We get caught up in what we think we are, what we think we're supposed to be, and not giving ourselves like the beauty of what we actually are, who we actually are. So that's the Four of Cups. Now coming up is the Five of Swords. I actually got this card in my reading by Moons of Aphrodite a couple of days ago, and she explained it so beautifully, and I love her for this. Thank you, Mirto. The Five of Swords is the mind chatter and like the little kind of like stupid shit that everybody else is all up in arms about. Okay, this is the battle everywhere. And she said, you'll always find the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is there. Everybody's little sword is out fighting their fights online, especially now in the age of social media, right? But are you gonna pick up that sword? Is that your fight that you need to be fucking with right now? So you see these guys walking down a road and there's all these swords at them. Like, do they need to be on that road? Why are they there? Who are they trying to impress? Who are they doing it for? Is it for a parent or a spouse or a friend that is not in alignment with your highest path anymore? Really check what you're giving your energy to. Why are you walking down that dark road with that one person and their swords at you? Okay. Okay, so then the next one is the Knight of Cups. Now this is an interesting one because this one was upside down. I like to think of upside down cards as questions, and he is about to cross a threshold. He's about to go to this place, but his horse is facing that way. He's got a map. He's like ready. He has a plan, right? But he's looking backward. Fool, you're gonna fall. Why are you looking backward? So this is also reinforcing like Like, yes, you've been through a lot. Yes, you came from a traumatic home. Yes, shit's fucked up in the world. Like, they're trying to blindfold and gag us all again with the whole Bernie situation. Like, I don't follow politics because it's bullshit. My partner follows politics, but because it's bullshit. And my mom is a freedom fighting, marching in the movement Chicana, who is also a history teacher. So she's like super down for like vote, vote, vote. I'm like, it's bullshit. She's like, but vote anyway. So I do for my mom / whatever y'all believe about that. But the world's fucked up. Do we have to stop what we're doing to turn around and look at it? Why? So we can fall off our horse. Okay. And then this is the Hanged Man, the number 12 card. 12, in my understanding of the number 12, according to Mayan numerology, astrology, has a lot to do with understanding, finding connections between things, finding the bridge for overcoming, and really like sitting with what the deeper knowledge or understanding is of knowing something. So the Hanged Man is that, but it's what are you doing with that knowledge? So once again, like with the election times, or with the like your old trauma with your toxic family, etc. Is that keeping you from really fulfilling this plan? You see, he's got these scrolls. Those are sacred. That's like what is inside of you. That's like he spent hours writing these scrolls of like this beautiful manifestation of what's to come, that he's ready to go on, but he's like stopping and like, ooh, wait, maybe I should go back. Should I go back and take on that toxicity of this former partner, or this friend who doesn't reciprocate, or this parent who used to hit me or whatever, right? But this is like getting, the Hanged Man is really about getting out of your own way and knowing that you have the power to undo the kinds of things you're hung up on. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what's coming out here. And that's actually the spirit says that's what we got for you guys today. So does anyone have any questions? This is the Santa Muerte deck. It's by an Italian person. So I don't know. I'm in all up in my feels about hello SA Armato Arts. I've been all up in my feels about like clearly about like racism and appropriation. I actually took a walk with my partner today, and like we're both light-skinned, POC, we don't scare white people, but we were talking to this lady about the mansion because we were walking around noticing like the occult sigils on these like mansions in this old part of Denver. And this one lady came out and she's like, this was built by a Scotsman, and it's out of this kind of stone because his bride wouldn't come over unless he built her a sturdy house to protect her from the Redskins. And I was like, she just really said Redskins. And I'm like, this fucking country. I'm like, those are my ancestors. I got some Spanish ancestors, but I got those Arapaho Comanche ancestors who were raiding those Scott motherfuckers because those fools came over here and started taking everything, acting like it was theirs. Anyways, I've been having all these feels about it. So like this Santa Muerte deck, beautifully done, but by an Italian, right? Where it's like straight up some Mexican shit. And then this deck, which I think is also beautifully done, is very like... there's a lot of black culture in it, and it is by a white woman, and there was a picture of her in front of a Starbucks, and I was like, ah, shit. And my partner mentioned that, so of course I looked it up. And so I'm just like where's the line between like appreciating culture and appropriating culture? And I just don't really know. And if anybody wants to talk about that, like I try to do my due diligence. I try to like honor my privilege. I try to like give space for my more melanated relatives to like speak and stuff. But I get all caught up. And that's where this whole 5 of Swords thing, like what battles are ours to fight and what can we really affect, right? Like if you're walking down this road, you got to do something with those swords, right? If you want to walk down that road. Yes, I am in Denver. I do personal readings, but I only do them over the phone because I work from home. So you can go to my website. There's one option on my website and it says consultation, but it's the same consultation because I'm a healthcare practitioner in Chinese medicine, curanderismo, and I had a clinical practice for many years. But now that I'm a mommy, I don't go out of the house much. I mean, I do, but not to like work. I don't have a clinic space. So you can go to musemedicina.com and book me. Hello, it's Papalot, comadre. Okay, Ninoshka says, Seymour, I feel like I was online at the right time. I appreciate everything you do and continue doing. Your soul is amazing. Oh, thank you, Hita. I love you. I'm so happy that you got this reading that you needed. Yes, dice, yeah. Hello, Anna Marie. Claudette says, got it. Thanks. Hi, Indigenous Scott. Vegas says, aho. Orale. What's up, Vegas? Me too, Queen. It drives me mad sometimes. I see when my mama is treated different for being mocha color unless I'm next to her. Right? Same thing with my mom. And I went to like a little like predominantly white gifted middle school, and my mom was always feeling some kind of way about being discriminated against. And it's very interesting too, because like on my dad's side, there's a lot more like colored eyes, but there's also a lot more like, there's a lot of morenos and güeritos on my dad's family too, because we're all mixed, right? La raza, that's what la raza is. We come in all different colors. But colorism is a thing and it's fucked up. So let's see if this deck has a little message for us. Ooh, oh, and if y'all are in Colorado, my friend Blue Dream Visionary on Instagram, Pardis, and I, who used to be in a band with the lady who made these calendars, Time is Lover, support her. She's amazing as well. We're going to be doing a performance art piece April 11th and 12th. Stay tuned for that. I'm ready to be the diva I came here to be. This card, it says better luck next time, and also you're drunk. Uno, this is the world card, and this one has a lot to do with really owning and honoring all the different types of availability of not just privilege but dharma. Like, what did you come to do? What did you come to share? And it's not just like one thing, right? Like, we're all multifaceted beings with a lot of beauty to offer the world. So what is that? And also the you're drunk part, this really speaks to me in like, what are you doing in your life that gives you a sense of comfort instead of doing your dharma? Is that smoking too much weed? Are you drinking too much wine? Are you, let me see. Are you drinking too much wine? Are you smoking too much weed? Are you having too much sex? What are you doing to not pay attention to the calls of your deepest truth? That is something that is really necessary to look at right now, because we are in a great awakening and we need all of us. We need all of us to answer the call to our divine highest purpose in life, because that's what's going to help us all collectively liberate from the casi, like almost fascist state that we're living in right now. Okay, so there's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the 9 of wands. You should see the other guys. I'm not exactly sure. This is a funny, weird deck. But the 9 of wands, 9s are all wish cards. 9s are like, oh, it's almost a 10. It's almost to completion. And wands are all about creative pursuits. So to me, the 9 of wands is like there's so much, just like exactly what we were talking about right here. There's so much. What do you want to do? Where do you want to cast your net? What gift is it time for you to share now? Is that like special pastry making? Is that specific decal designs for cars and dashboards, etc.? Is that music? Is that poetry? Is that you want to be a foot model because you got beautiful feet, you think? You know, whatever it is that makes you go, yeah, do it. It's time. Okay. You're welcome, prima. I love you. Okay, and then this one. This is so boring. I should go be a pirate. 2 of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about your material surroundings, okay? It's not just the money you have. It's like the house you live in. It's to a certain extent, the people you keep, it's like your resources, right? And this is an infinity, and this is a two, it's duality. So know that in pursuing your dreams, in answering the call, you're constantly going to be in this ebb and flow of up and down. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days, sometimes you're ecstatic and excited, sometimes you're depressed, and all of that is okay. Where it gets not okay is when we resist it and get stuck in it. Okay, resistance actually furthers the problem, because we're like, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why am I like this? And 3, 4, 5 days pass and you're still like mad that you're upset, right? As opposed to letting yourself be upset. And then asking yourself the questions like, why am I upset? What is this feeling? Naming that feeling. I'm angry because, is it because, you know, of something your mom said to you when you were like 4 years old? Because that's a lot of it, right? So make sure that regardless of what's going on in your life, you take the time to let the ebbs and flows be natural. If we didn't have night, we couldn't wake up in the morning with day and be ready for the day, right? We have to rest. That's natural. That's life. There is no happy all the time, and there also doesn't have to be sad all the time. When we let the natural yin and yang, ometeo, of our lives happen, then we are able to receive the ecstatic state when it comes. Okay? Just like when we let ourselves sleep, we wake up refreshed. Right? All right, guys? All right? All of the above. Okay, hi everybody. All right, thank you all for watching my little reading. MuseMedicina.com. I do consultations for health problems. I'm a general practitioner, and my specialty is harmonizing the mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical aspects of well-being. So I can talk to you about how your foot pain is related to your emotional whatever, like pretty much anything that you can have a problem with, I can help give the perspective on it. I also make sure that I provide you with immediately accessible resources, whether that's another practitioner or some exercises or etc. to help yourself right away. Yeah, so you can find that at MuseMedicina.com. I will be doing an online course starting this Sunday. The materials drop, called Food Foundations, and that's all about how you can start using food to heal you and cure you and prevent you from getting ill with all this stuff going on. And then in May, I'm going to be doing a class called Birthing Basics, which is designed to reacquaint the lay person with the natural ebb and flow of the birthing process, from pre-pregnancy, aka fertility, through pregnancy to the birth ceremony and the postpartum. So you can find more information on my classes at MuseMedicina.com. And if you feel called to support me by a one-time donation, my Venmo is Eutimia-Montoya. My PayPal is MuseMedicina. I'm sorry, my Cash App is MuseMedicina. My PayPal is Eutimia, Eutimia-Montoya. No, dang, eutimia@gmail.com. That's my email. And if you have any questions, you can go through my website, or you can just email me. I only answer medical things on email. That's like my little safe container for it, okay? So once again, thank you very much. Thank you for following. Thank you for your presence here, and many blessings to you. Enjoy the shift of Taurus, Venus, love, love, love. Okay, ciao.